Good evening, everyone. My name is Venkatesh Gaikwad, and today I will discuss on the topics of nation and its related concepts, which plays a key importance in understanding political science. So, what is a nation? Nation, in short, means a population having a common language and literature, having common customs and common conscience about morality. So, in short, what is a nation? It means having a collective feeling, set amount of territory where they have shared a common history. We can say, for example, what is the feeling of a nation in India? That is, our struggles against the colonial rule of British is the feeling of nation. How Indians earned that collective feeling, despite being a diverse country, they still had that feeling that we are a nation. Why we are a nation? Because we share the common history. This common history plays a very important role in understanding nation. The common history in case of India is being oppressed by British Raj or colonial rule. So this colonial rule oppressed us but gave us the nation feeling. Due to this, we are culturally, politically and psychologically bound together because of these factors contributing in creating a nation. When you are in a nation, now what is nationality? Citizenship and nationality are often confused, but it is distinct from citizenship. Nationality is the union of hearts and a we feeling. That is a feeling of patriotism. What are the elements that contribute in a nationality? That is first, common race, common religion, common language, common history and geographic factors. So that is, in short, we are just defining the nation and giving it a status, that is nationality. What is nationalism? This is a very deep ideology or a psychological philosophy. It is an ideology that emphasizes loyalty, devotion or allegiance to a nation or a nation state, considering such obligations to outweigh other individual or group interests. Of course, we know there are different communities living in a country, different tribes, different religion, caste, etc. living in a diverse country. But when this diversity becomes united, they developed a feeling of nationalism. What is nationalism? We can say it is a feeling of patriotism towards one's nation, one's state. It is called as nationalism. So how is this concept of nationalism came to India? That is development of nationalism in India. First is the rise of middle class. That is the emergence of middle class due to the British oppression. We have slowly educated ourselves and created a new type of class, that is middle class. This class was educated and understood the Western politics or the Western influence in India, that it is not correct. Hence, we demanded to tribalism, democracy and self-governance. These three play a very important role before the independence, because we were demanding this to Britishers by the time of 1900 and above. We were demanding that we want self-governance. Hence, when this educated class came into action, that was the time when we are slowly developing the feeling of nationalism. Next is the development of vernacular languages. So that is the rise of vernacular languages like Hindi, Bengali, Marathi, etc. as mediums of communication and education help to unify Indians. So that is, how do you unify different communities? That is to influence them by speaking in their language and explaining them the importance of unity to free the nation that is under colonial oppression. So that is development of vernacular languages. Now, when do you communicate? When you are educated. Now, these educated people from different communities explain their communities regarding the idea of nationalism, that is unity, and spread of education. That is basically what they have learned. They are spreading it to the people who are not well educated to help them understand the feeling of nationalism and effect of French Revolution. So we have seen the first time that a state has get the feeling of nationalism, that is in French Revolution. So French Revolution, with its emphasis on liberty, equality and fraternity, we know because in the Constitution of India as well in the preamble, these three words play a very important role. That is liberty, equality and fraternity. In French Revolution, it was the first time these words were pronounced. So these took an impact on Indian intellectuals and reformers. Its ideals also resonated with the growing desire of freedom. So we can say that French Revolution also had influence on Indian Revolution, and these ideas of liberty, equality and fraternity influenced Indian thinkers and Indian activists as well. So what they are doing is they are spreading this knowledge to all of the India, and hence this is the development of nationalism feeling. Next is the effect of American War of Independence. That is, America is a small nation with the entire British rule in their area, and they have got the freedom. It is the first war of independence, we can say, where they created a nation, and they proved that even a small nation can beat a huge colony. Next is the Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution in British led to the exploitation of Indian resources. So we know that after the Industrial Revolutions, Indians were getting oppressed and exploited a lot because our resources were used by the British officers and British Raj for their benefit only. Hence, it created a feeling that we are being oppressed, and this feeling put a spark and developed the fire of nationalism. Next is the role of scholars and leaders. As we know, the scholars and leaders in India, there are many. For example, Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Dadabhai Naoroji, Gopal Krishna, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Veer Savarkar, Gandhiji, etc. There are many more. These people put influence in the society a lot. Their writing, speeches and organizations promoted social reforms and economic development and political self-rule. Now, people are influenced by these leaders and speakers, hence they create a we feeling, that is nationalism feeling. Last point is the influence of World War. Now, in World Wars, British used to use Indian soldiers for fighting them against their will, because if we don't follow their orders, they would just execute us or they would just put in jail. So this war also created a nationalism feeling in India that we are being oppressed, so we have to fight back and gain freedom. In short, we can say that the philosophy of nationalism plays an important role if you want to get revolution in your country. Because if you want certain changes, the diversity in unity should be there. When you are united, even if there is a lot of diversity in your country, and create a nationalist feeling, then you can oppose of whatever comes in your way. And with this, I have shortly summarized what nation, nationalism and nationality is. Thank you.